Hey, I get it. This coronavirus quarantine has brought people's normal routines crashing to a halt. If your job has been deemed to be unnecessary, you wonder how you're going to fill your day. You're feeling like all the things that meant so much to you have been yanked away, and you're worried about how you're going to get through this. You're worried about making ends meet. You miss the comfort of getting together with your family and friends. It's no wonder you're feeling stressed. Here's the good news. You're way stronger than you think. You've got this. You're already adapting, and you're getting caught up with all the things that had to be shoved off to the side when you had very little time for anything but working and taking care of only the most important priorities. Now that you have the time, you're learning to slow down and breathe, maybe meditating and doing things for yourself that fall into the self-care category. Turns out you're more capable and flexible than you realized. That has to feel good. I applaud you for making the most of a challenging situation, going with the flow, rolling with the punches, finding the hidden blessings. If you're hearing all that and are wondering who the heck I'm talking about, because it certainly isn't you, if you feel like Charlie Brown with a thundercloud following you, dumping stress and anxiety onto you, maybe you've forgotten one very important thing. Your spirit shines like a light, and you have control of the dimmer switch. When times have you feeling defeated, concentrate on turning up your light. Imagine an internal dial that starts at 1. If you want to get out of a funk, move the dial with your intention to 4 or 5. And if you want to feel fantastic, crank it up all the way by doing something you love. I could tell you were skeptical, so I invited a friend to join us. Hey, Leo. Thanks for joining us in this experiment.
Hi. I'm so excited that you invited me.
I want to show our viewers how they can expand their inner light. Do you think you can help me with that?
I can do that. Do you want me to think of something sad to turn my light down to start out with? Being sad or angry is how we usually dim our light, isn't it?
That's exactly right. When we aren't feeling good about what's going on in our lives, it's like turning the dimmer switch almost all the way down. One of the fastest ways to feel better is to remember that we are divine beings and that we have the power to turn up the intensity of our own light. It not only affects us but others around us.
I'm on it. Spread out, spread out, spread out. How is this?
That's good. Now, let's have you make a conscious effort to shine your light a little brighter. Forced, you could say, rather than spontaneous.
Spread. Shine. Spread. Shine. How did I do? Can you notice anything? Do you think we could be done pretty soon? I have a new game for my Xbox I'm chomping at the bit to try out, and I'm really excited about it.
Whoa. Without even intending to, you just showed us how our lights shine like crazy when we allow ourselves to find the joy in doing things that make us happy, when we forget all the should and have to things that most of us fill our days with. Thank you, my young friend.
Cool. You're welcome. Gotta go now. Glad I could help.
You've seen how Leo expanded his light both with his intention and then with no thought at all, merely thinking about something that gives him joy. The hitch can be that, when we are in the depths of despair, sadness or depression, our light is probably the last thing on our mind. In this COVID-19 quarantine, don't be hard on yourself if you find yourself fighting depression and anxiety. After all, nothing like this has been part of our experience before, so we can't tell ourselves we should be otherwise. Allow yourself to experience whatever emotions show up, and don't judge the emotions or yourself for feeling them. But do please file this video away in your memory banks as a tool you can use to pull yourself up out of that place of dimmed light, because the power is within us all to lift our spirits into a more pleasant place. It is so easy to give in to that critical inner voice that tells us what we should be doing or that tells us we are being childish. As to the second point, is it any wonder that our inner children would be triggered when what we are used to in our lives has been turned sideways and upside down? Be kind to your inner child. Be kind to yourself. It is natural that most of us are thrown by how different our current reality is. It's not such a bad thing to give rein to the inner child. Children don't limit themselves the way adults do. They believe in magic and that anything is possible. Those are not bad ways to feel, are they? There is a gospel song from the 1920s that many children learn in Sunday school. Make note of it now so it will come to mind when you find yourself sinking into a place you don't want to be. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Take care, everybody.